Okay. All right. Happy Decompression Day, my fellow introverts and artists, and welcome to the Day After Christmas stream. Now, let's take a moment. Although our holiday cheer is up, more than likely our social batteries are pretty low. I mean, between friends and family and debt, it's beneficial to take the time to take a deep breath and recharge our batteries with art and casual conversation. We are S Art Studio, studio created by artists for artists, and in our sketch sessions, we talk about anything that crosses our minds while creating human art. I am Esso, and with me is the co creator and motivator, Miss Lily.
Hello, guys. Welcome back. Happy holidays.
Ooh, man, so many. These holidays have just felt like. I don't know why. Everything just felt like it was kind of back to back to back to back to back to me.
Mhm.
Goodness. So I'm definitely needing a decompression day. um, on today's agenda, we will be ending the year with the Strike a Pose challenge, finishing up what we started last stream or adding on to what we did last stream, and of course, talking about current events and possibly going over our favorite music and musicians tonight. But before we do, let's get a little housekeeping out of the way. I first want to thank Cosmic Mood, who followed us over on Twitch. Thank you very much for joining the group, and I hope you're watching tonight. I want to thank Mark and Sandlot Rage being in chat. How's it going today, guys? Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope your holidays went well. I hope you got everything you wanted, or at the very least, you got the chill, or maybe get good food. Um, let's see here. Housekeeping. If you are watching the stream, please join us in chat. It lets YouTube and Twitch know that you are here and counted. If you're a first time watcher on Twitch, hit that follow button. And if you are watching over on YouTube, be sure to hit the like and subscribe and that little bell. If you want to see all of Miss Lily's socials on Instagram and TikTok, she is Lily Lilac Draws, all one word, and her links are going to be in chat. And of course, if you want to see more art or clips or possibly donate to the studio, feel free to head over to our link spree link that I also have posted in chat. But outside of that, let's go ahead and get started drawing and let's get to talking about all the interesting stuff that has happened in the past week. Because, man, I saw some really fun things, some really interesting topics that really made me scratch my head whenever all the family were going nuts on whatever topics they were talking about over the the holiday. What I was really excited for and what kind of felt like a early Christmas present was we got a teaser to Avengers Doomsday. Did you get a chance to see that, Lily?
Yes, I did.
Oh man, I am gonna pop it up here on stream and show it to the audience if you have not seen it. And of course, Ray Sandlot saw it because you went to go see Avatar. Thanks for not spoiling it, there, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, now we see what you were talking about.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for not spoiling it. Because when I saw it, I don't remember how I saw it, but I was just like, oh, this is crazy.
Right.
So,
My.
did this
Hmm.
play at the end of the movie? Of,
I think
because
this was
that's
part of the trailers that started at the beginning of the movie.
I
Or
heard it was towards the end.
really?
I don't know when it played, but
Hmm.
I thought I saw someone okay, it played during the trailers. 'Cause I was
Mm-hmm.
like, it's insane that they played a an end credit scene for another movie in this movie.
Right.
If that's how they did it, like, that would be crazy. But yeah, okay, well, good that they didn't do it that way.
Yeah.
But man, when I saw this, I was like, "What's going on? This
Well,
this is real?" And it was
let me go
awesome.
ahead and play this on stream so everyone can get a view of what was happening. And then I really want to talk about what it's kind of alluding to here. Because holy crap, it damn near blew my mind. I am going to be playing it now. Oh no, what's happening? All right. Okay. Um, let's see here. All right. Okay, what do you mean, Sunlight? I wonder if this is going to be the good son or the bad son. I honestly don't remember, like, which sons he had. Let's
He has
see.
children?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I don't remember him having children. Although this is.
Like in the comic books? Because, okay, so in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
In he goes back in time
Right.
to like live out his life with the lady.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot her name. So yeah, he
Agent
lived his
Carter.
whole life. Yeah, Agent Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is I would have been, assumed that he lived a life without, it
Yeah.
and the implications to what happens in that timeline. Who knows? But
Yeah, exactly. I think we're gonna find out with this movie.
yeah,
Or at least
which is
get
cool,
a
I
hint of
think.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, my mind was reeling about this because obviously this has a lot to do with time travel. Steve Rogers essentially creating a whole new timeline whenever he decided to stay with Peggy. Um,
Mhm.
Mainly because, well, okay, I don't know if if he does start a whole new timeline or not. I'm assuming that he probably does because whenever he puts the Infinity Stones back wherever he found them, whenever he decided to stay back with Peggy, you would assume that that would create a brand new branch in the sacred timeline. Um, but the real question is at the end of Endgame, we do see old man Steve Rogers. So it was like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna, tie that
Explain
loophole.
that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
how are you gonna explain that Steve Rogers not only essentially kind of started his own timeline, but he was able to eventually come back and as an old man and give the shield away to the Falcon, Anthony Mackie. Um, yeah, man, I'm super. Oh, so Sandlot says he lived through Doomsday. Yeah, yeah. See, that's what I'm wondering, because we're in like real shaky time travel territory right here, right? And I really hope that the Russo brothers and the writers can kind of put this in a way that will not make it feel like you're trying to, untangle a box full of, Christmas lights, right? Because not only are we talking about, well, then that means that Steve Rogers lived through the events of Doomsday already. Um, but like, if he did live through it, obviously, obviously he doesn't die, and then obviously he's able to hold on to the mantle of Captain America and the Shield up until this is starting to hurt my brain because it's starting to hurt my brain because if he lived through the events of Doomsday and is an old man by the time Endgame happens, but the event of Doomsday happened at the end of Endgame, does it not? Like,
Huh?
or what?
Wait, what?
Yeah. See, that's
Doomsday
what I'm wondering.
happens at the end of
Because remember, we
Endgame?
have we have old man Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame, right?
Okay.
But as far as in the MCU timeline, we're way past the event of Endgame, right? I mean, we've had a whole phase in between then, or two phases in between them and now. So it's like it's not as if does that mean that old man Rogers is gonna go through Doomsday as an old man?
Well, yeah, because he hasn't lived it
Yeah, he hasn't lived it.
he hasn't lived it as
So
old man.
yeah,
So
so
technically he will be in Doomsday just as an old guy.
unless they
Um,
pull him forward in time, or somehow Doom is like going back in time trying to find, I don't know. I don't know.
his
The
son.
whole thing hurts my head, and I really hope the Russo brothers can really straighten that out, cuz I don't know how that's going to work. Like, we're starting to see, especially in this trailer, we're seeing Steve Rogers' life with Peggy, and now he's got a son, and the Russo brothers have to be showing him for a reason.
Which could tie into because okay, so in
Mhm.
Fantastic Four, um, Galactus is coming after their son.
Right.
So, and then you see at the end of the movie, spoilers, that that um the Doctor Doom, is that his
Mhm.
name?
Yeah.
The new villain is there, like cooing with their child, like playing with him.
Right.
So, yeah, maybe he also wants their kid for some reason because his kid is proven to have Mr. Fantastic's son is proven to have powers by bringing
Yeah, he's
um
like this cosmic being now.
yeah. So maybe maybe Steve Rogers' kid is also someone important and they're just trying to get a bunch of kids, get a bunch of babies. I don't know, but
Or yeah, it's like
Mhm.
it feels like Doomsday is trying, or as we saw at the end of Fantastic Four, right? He's trying to, at the very least, abduct or possibly groom Franklin Richards. Grooming is a bad word, I guess. Trying to manipulate Franklin Richards for his power. A part of me
Who's
thinks,
Franklin Richards?
oh, Franklin is the name of Reed Richards and Susan's kid.
Is it?
Oh, Franklin. Wait, Reed Richards. Yeah, Franklin Richards. I believe that's
Hmm,
that's the name of the kid, Franklin.
think I
Um,
forgot.
and so you see Doom talking to Franklin, and I'm assuming they're to abduct him, as kind of a way to gather well, Franklin is practically a god himself. In all honesty, in the comic books, that boy is overpowered. Like, he lives forever. He has the ability to manipulate reality. He can create pocket universes, for crying out loud. This kid is way overpowered. But so it would make sense that Doom is looking to possibly manipulate or abduct him for his power. But I read somewhere that there's a possibility that Doom wants to kind of collect the MCU's most powerful people and to his own ends, right? So I wonder if maybe that has something to do with it. But I was just looking up Steve Rogers' kids, and it seems as if he's had several children across the Marvel comics and animations. Let's see, he has had a kid with the Black Widow. Um, oh, holy crap! Hey, thanks for joining. Let's see, we got Bazazzle on Twitch. Thanks for following, man. We appreciate it and joining the stream. How's it going? Um, yeah. So he has had. Let's see here. He has had James Rogers that he had with Black Widow. We have Sharon Rogers, which is a daughter that he had with Peggy Carter. Um, and of course, across the Marvel timeline, he's had kids with Rogue and Scarlet Witch. But of course, all of these are kind of like Elseworlds alternate timelines. But the
Dang.
theory is that this is Peggy's and Steve's kid, which is Sharon Rogers. So it's his daughter,
Hmm.
or potentially his daughter, I guess we should say. Oh man, yes, yeah, it exactly. Let's see, how do you pronounce that? Bazazzle, Bazazzel. Let's say Bazazzle. Well, we'll say Bazazzle. But yes, the time travel aspect of it. Holy crap, it's so much, and the fact that we're gonna get Captain America's kid in this, and how is this kid like have what does the kid have to do with the overall MCU? Like, are they gonna start expanding on the idea of Nexus points in the MCU, or anchor points, because they've introduced those throughout the MCU as well. So I mean, could these kids, Franklin and Sharon Rogers, be a part of that? I don't know, man. Bezuzo. Bezuzel?
Bezuzzle.
Bezezel.
Bezuzzle.
I'm so terrible at names. I'm so sorry. But either way, we love that you're here. Thanks for joining. Bezuzel. Bezuzel. Now it's gonna trigger my ADHD. I'm gonna say it over and over because it's a fun name to say. But yeah, I'm super excited for Doomsday, and it kills me that we're still a whole year away from that coming. My God, like that's a long wait, dude. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can wait. There's gonna be tons of theories past that point. We'll see what happens. Um, Another thing that I found pretty interesting is, Lily, do you know about the film, The Legend of Aang, Avatar: The
Yeah.
Last Airbender?
Yeah, and how it's not being it's been taken from theatrical release.
Yeah, over to streaming, and
Yeah.
I'm super disappointed by that.
That's really ironic, because they were Paramount
Mm-hmm.
was what was it? They were in the bidding war for Warner Brothers, and they
Yeah.
were promising to do 30 movie releases in a year,
Oh
and
my
then they
God.
lost they lost the bidding war, and then they were just like, "Well, that sucks. So we're not just despite everyone, we're not gonna release any movies."
They immediately walked it back.
Yeah, like that's
What
so
assholes.
it's gonna bite them in the ass, and I think it's already doing that because people are memeing it like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, you guys lost the war, so now you guys are butthurt, and you're not gonna give the fans what they want," which
Yeah.
they would have shown up in droves to
Mm-hmm.
watch this movie, and now they're
Exactly.
gonna regret it because it's like, ugh, it,
Yeah. I'm
it's
with
so.
Mark. It's a total bummer, man. Like I because I had known about this film for a while because it's probably is it the first feature film from Avatar Studios?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So this I had heard about this one for a while. I was excited about it because we were going to be getting the Avatar Adventures after the events of the first series, right? And so I was
Mhm.
like, okay, we are gonna see adult Aang, man. Let's see how he united the four nations. This is gonna be awesome. And they even got big names in this film, and so I was just essentially waiting for whenever it was gonna hit theaters, and here they are, slapping it on their streaming service, and it's gonna force me to put my Pirates hat on again.
Mhm.
Because I don't have Paramount Plus, man. There's only so many streaming services that you can subscribe to. And most of the ones that I have now are provided through like my cell phone company or my internet provider. You know what I mean? Like I'm not paying for them as of right now. I'm not gonna pay for another one.
Just all the
uh,
money that they're losing on it,
I
because
know. It's so dumb. I don't know why they would do that. You know what? You know what? I wonder. So entertain this thought with me. Do you think maybe they're doing this in response to the live action series that's been going on? Because I as far as I could tell that one hasn't been very popular.
I mean, it has been popular. I just don't think it's been popular with the not actual, but like the old fans, the
Mm-hmm.
people who kind of, dissected the story in and out and the pivotal character moments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really made for newer fans and um I don't know. I
Well, I
don't
mean,
know.
yeah.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if it was a move out of spite.
I see. I see. One of those things where it was just kind of like we didn't get to abduct WB, therefore.
Yeah. Honestly, I would not be surprised if that's the reason. It's a stupid reason, but
Yeah, yeah. What dicks, man? That's
mhm.
crazy. That's crazy to me. You had a potential hit on your hands and you decided to do nothing with it. My god, and they sink so much money into it. And this was I don't know, was this supposed to be like Avatar Studios catapult into like a legitimate contender in the theatrical world? Or at least in the animation world?
Maybe. I know that they were trying to do a lot of things with the property. Like they
Mm-hmm.
were going to expand it more. They are making a new Avatar after Korra.
Mm-hmm.
Um but they wanted to show the people what happened to Aang and the gang after they won the war.
Mm-hmm.
Um People who haven't gone into the comics because
Yeah.
there are comics and they show you what happens
Exactly. Yeah, I wonder
after
how
the.
close this is gonna stick to the comic books.
Mhm. Other than that, I don't know. I think, or this could be like a genius move of
Mm-hmm.
on them. They're lying. They could be lying and saying, "Oh, you know what? We're not gonna do a theatrical release," and then get all of this people up in arms, and then they'll say, "Oh, you know what? Actually, we are going to," when in reality, it was all according to plan. Like they were gonna do it anyway. Which,
That's a
yeah,
good theory.
sure,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind, but I really think if it really is out of ignorance of what could happen, like money wise,
Yeah.
I just think they're losing on so much money doing this move. So
Seriously.
I
Seriously.
don't
Yeah.
know.
I wonder, yeah, it would be interesting if this was just a gigantic fake out where it's like, yeah, we were or maybe it could be a situation where they get a lot of pushback where they're like, we don't want this on behind a a streaming paywall. Just go ahead and do the theatrical release, and maybe the internet can bully another company. I mean, we can only
Hmm.
hope, right?
Maybe they they could. They've done it before. Do it.
I know, right? Just do it.
They're
I want to
they're
I want to
already
see
doing
this
it.
on the big screen. That's what they made it
Yeah.
for. And the only reason I became aware that they were going to be switching it over to the streaming service is because one of the artists that worked on the film, he was kind of lamenting that it was going to be on stream and not in theaters. But
Mm.
man, that sucks. That really does suck. I was really hoping on seeing that one. Yeah, I'm down. I'm always down for bullying another company. You can never bully companies enough, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Um, let's see here. Speaking of animation, um, do you know of the creator? Well, first of all, have you ever watched Doctor Stone? The
Yeah, I
Doctor
love
Stone
it.
anime? Oh yeah, same here. Huge fan of the Doctor Stone anime. Started even collecting the mangas because I wanted to read deeper into the story. But the creator, which I'm gonna butcher his name, I hope I get this right. Is it Boichi? Um, he has announced that he is going to stop posting his anime and manga illustrations on Twitter due to their new feature of people being able to edit artists' images through Grok's AI.
That's awful.
Yeah, I know,
What
right?
the heck?
Yeah.
Ew.
Well, it just shows that it's another gigantic creator, right? Who is dude, I've already had so many conversations with people on Twitter where, they post up their artwork, somebody comes in, feeds it through AI and kind of animates it or does whatever to their image. And um they go on Twitter and they're complaining about these AI bros feeding their work into AI, and I keep telling them like, I keep responding to them. I say, A, you need to stop uploading artwork onto this website. B, you need to scrub your artwork, all of your artwork off of off of Twitter, just to kind of starve the thieves, you know what I mean? And then you
Hmm.
need to have faith that your audience is going to follow you to a different platform that's a little bit safer.
Yeah.
Because at this point I don't see how especially on a platform that really encourages um, people to feed other people's artwork into AI. Like Twitter's just not it for artists, man. Like
Hmm.
we need to stay far, far and away from this website. Like I don't care how big your audience is there. It's just not worth it. It's not worth your getting your stuff stolen. You know what I mean?
I agree with Mark. We should just stop using Twitter.
Yeah.
I've I've
Yeah.
never used I've never used Twitter like excessively past posting.
Uh-huh.
I don't get it. I never have ever gotten it.
Yeah.
And I think just what's been going on with, now with the AI and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even before then, just this year, like I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I don't think we should have ever been using Twitter.
Yeah, I haven't posted any art on Twitter in ages. It feels like. And Twitter, I have a burner account on Twitter. I think I mentioned this last stream, but I have a studio account on Twitter, but I'm in the process of deactivating that because, like I said, it's just not a good place for artists. But I got a burner account on there where because Twitter is like essentially the outrage hub of the
Mhm.
world. And unfortunately, like a lot of good models and cosplayers that I like to follow are all on there, but they're also on Instagram as well. So maybe we just need to maybe I think I agree with Mike. We just need to starve Twitter altogether. Cause good God, man, that place is an absolute cesspool. And I feel bad for any artists who have a particularly large audience on that platform
Mhm.
because you are I don't know. Like do you choose to stay on it because of your audience and the outreach, or do you try to transport that audience to a different platform with you? Like, this is why you gotta diversify your platforms, artists. You
Mhm.
have no choice here. You gotta diversify your platforms. Don't stay on just one social media. Kind of throw it all over the place, folks. It's the reason why we're on see Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and what else? Facebook and Kara. Like, just get spread the love around and suss out any of these platforms to make sure that they're not there just to utterly screw the artist over. Because it's amazing how many of those are out there. Like, I feel bad for them. I mean, it's the main reason why you mostly stick to Instagram and TikTok, huh?
Yeah. That and I just like I said, I've never gotten into using Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
get it. I
Yeah,
don't get it.
Twitter is like for me, Twitter is like the Jerry Springer show of social media platforms. Um, it's an absolute clown show over there, and
Mhm.
it's entertainment for me more so than anything. Like a lot of the times, if I want to get like let's say current events, I usually go to places like Threads. I try to stay away from Instagram or TikTok to get any kind of current events or news because that those places are so filled with AI generated videos at this point that you can't believe half of anything. It's so
Mhm.
annoying. And I can't really go on to Facebook because that's just old people screaming at clouds over there. So I don't. You gotta compartmentalize your social media and
Mhm.
what you use it for. Oh, it's so brutal over there. Oh my god. Um, but yeah, that's yet another artist, big artist that's jumping boat there, and I wholeheartedly agree. He needs to get out of there while you can.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool that him along with there's another the creator of Gacha Kuta.
mm-hmm.
They've made statement after statement about being against AI,
Yeah.
and they call I think they've even made a remark that people who use AI are just lazy. I love them so
Good.
much.
Good.
They're so good. But I they're also really active on there too. I don't know if they still are going. I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled their stuff from there after
Mm-hmm.
hearing this, just because yeah, it's just disappointing. It's
Yeah.
like I I think Twitter was just started to just be what you were saying, like a Jerry Springer show where you're just tweeting out random like thoughts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You're
But then
speaking into the
people,
void, or to have debates or get into
yeah,
fights.
and then people started using it to share images, share their artwork, which isn't bad. Um, but now it's just evolved into this
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
hole.
yeah, it's the Jerry Springer show. through
Yeah.
and through, man.
Yeah, it's disappointing to see more and more companies fall
Mm-hmm.
to it. Am I surprised that Twitter is doing it? No, but it's still disappointing to see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's become a website that, like I said, if I'm going there for mindless entertainment, or a lot of times I like to go there to kind of see what is trending amongst the conservative sphere, right? Because
Hmm.
my motto has always been, ever since I became more politically aware, is to keep your eye on the extremists, to kind of see where a political ideology is going or what they're flirting with. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
Twitter really has become a barometer for where the conservative and the Republican movement is going, right? And it's all authoritarian, right? every unfortunately every last bit of it is they're essentially wanting a Napoleon figure or a an authoritarian to kind of take over the United States. And whenever you start seeing stuff like that, you kind of have to be like, it just forces you to stay more aware of your political surroundings, especially because we live in the state that we live in. You know what I mean? God, I gotta get out of this state somehow or another. I gotta make plans to like just move, because it's getting bad, and I really don't want to raise a daughter here. That's for damn sure.
Hmm.
But that's the main reason why I keep an eye on that kind of stuff, because you gotta know what you're gonna have to fight against come near the future. You know, I use Blue Sky. You know what's funny enough? So Mark was saying that he uses Reddit, Blue Sky, and Instagram.
Hmm.
I use Blue Sky as kind of like a good breather platform. Sometimes I will get on there because I get on there and like I see my feed is filled of like photographs of like night skies, or it's science stuff, or it's like feel good posts. It's just a good platform to take a deep breath and just kind of just enjoy yourself for a little while before you're bombarded by whatever the hell next comes down the pipeline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's painful. It's painful out there, folks. Um, Something else that recently has caught my attention was a TikTok video. And they're calling it an anime hot take, and I wanted to see what you thought about this, because whenever I saw it, I was like, she makes a damn good point. But let me pull it up here. Let's see.
Hot take. I truly believe that anime popularity would never exist in the US if it wasn't for women. Why? Because women are the number one consumers of anime. There might be more men these days that purchase manga and talk about it online, but when it comes to like the 80s and 90s, women are the ones buying the official merch. We're the ones writing fan fictions. We're the one cosplaying. A lot of men, they just watch like high action shonen series. Women, we consume all sorts of stories. Every time I see a man online calling a woman a fake fan, I guarantee that man has seen 3 shonen and maybe read half a volume Berserk. Also, like, fan fiction too is another reason why anime is so popular. I honestly did not know about Naruto as much until I saw Naruto and Sasuke online. And who's the one making all the fan fiction? Who's the one making the yaoi and the women are, okay? And that puts money in the pockets. You may not believe me, but it does. We're also the ones that go to collab cafes. We're the ones who purchase everything. Like, women are the ones who are saving fandoms. Men are too busy online complaining about power scaling and on women, while women are the ones going out of their way to support the creators.
What is your anime hot take?
There we go.
Yeah, I've seen that clip.
This is the first time me seeing the clip, and it really made me sit there and think for a second, right? Like, I was like, okay, as far as I've been a fan of anime and in the fandom, obviously I've been surrounded by guys, being a guy, right? I didn't know too many women anime
Women.
fans, but that doesn't mean that there weren't, right?
They don't exist.
Exactly. Exactly. And on
Mhm.
top of that, like, some of the first anime that were out there, everyone usually points to Dragon Ball, but Sailor Moon was out there way before. Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, they were being played alongside Dragon Ball on Toonami, at 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? So obviously the fandoms were out there, and then I started thinking, like, yeah, whenever you had the fan art that was going on back in the day, especially nowadays, the amount of fan art that exists within the anime fandom, conventions, like every time I go to an anime conventions, I mean, as far as the men women split, I would have to give the good majority of the attendees to women. You guys have pretty much been carrying the fandom this entire time.
I have to agree. I think that if you pay attention to a lot of the boothers, the people who have the booths, it's women. Like, to memory, I think it's mostly been women. If it's been an even split closer to it, I would say 60-50 who's owning these booths, right?
Yeah.
I think the statistic for gamers, statistically, women are dominating the field of gaming, as the people who play the video games as opposed to men.
Yeah. I think you're right. I mean, the
Yeah.
amount of women that have been playing games have grown exponentially within the past 20 years.
I mean, even I think at the start of it was majority women. I think you would have to say why, if you think you haven't seen that many women at these conventions and stuff like that, you'd have to say the reason is they always do get questioned. Like, oh, are you
Oh,
really
yeah.
a fan? You
By
know?
the obnoxious fans out there.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
just like, do you think women do that? Do you think women walk up to you and, like, be like, "Oh, are you really a fan?" Like, no,
I've
most
never
of the time
experienced it.
most of the time they just go up to you and say, "Your costume's cool," you know?
Yeah,
"Can I
exactly.
take a picture?" Like, something, you know?
Yeah.
I and as a woman, like,
Yeah.
it's different. I think it's interesting to gauge what kind of response you get in nerdy fields. Like, obviously, if you're pretty, you don't really get questioned as hard. I think it depends though. Like, if you're going into, I don't know, what's a hardcore fandom?
Maybe a
Like, if you're
hardcore fandom?
cosplaying from a specific fandom, they'd probably go up to you and be like, "Oh, you're only just cosplaying that because you're because you're pretty or you're
Oh
hot
God.
or you're
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
yeah or you're getting attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never gotten that response. I think maybe because I've always been with people, so they don't really confront me. But
Yeah.
I've seen other women get, you know, get harassed and be like, "Oh, are you really into this fandom? Here, let me quiz you." And it's just like, dude,
Yeah. It's
I'm just
that's
here to enjoy it with a bunch of other people who are also
yeah.
nerds. Like,
Yeah.
let's not forget,
That's
we're
so
just nerds
annoying,
here.
man.
Like,
Yeah. It's like you know, like I said, coming from a guy's perspective, obviously whenever it comes to fandoms and anime fandoms, I've only ever really been surrounded by guys. And I think the other problem is that especially here in the West, whenever it comes to marketing, they usually lean towards men. But
mhm,
that's a social issue, right? That's a that's a that's a social issue that we have here where marketing is very targeted towards the male demographic, right?
mhm,
But whenever you look at the hard facts, like with the convention attendance, with the fandoms, and like you said, even at artist booths, man, every time we go the artist alley, um man, eight out of 10 vendors are usually gonna be women because they're
that's what
they're
I'm
the ones
saying.
out there creating. So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm with you 100% on that one. Every time I've worked in artist alley, there's always been women creators to the left and right of me, and I never saw it as being weird. I just always saw it as, yeah, we're all here to enjoy what we enjoy, man.
Mhm.
Bazazzle says marketing in anime is a G cup. Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah. Especially if you're working with any kind of shonen properties.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, like whenever I came across that video, I was like, well, holy shit! Like I never stopped to think about it. But yeah, it's kind of been shaped all these years by the female side of the fandom, and
Mhm.
uh, and in all honesty, it's better for it because a lot of the male side of fandoms, like you were saying, with the guys coming up to you and saying, "Are you a real fan or are you just over here trying to get attention?"
Mhm.
Good God, man, you can't look underneath a cosplayer's Instagram account without seeing that crap, and
Oh, it's terrible.
it's terrible,
It's like,
man.
dude, we're just trying to have fun. Like,
Right?
why you be so rude?
Just let people enjoy things.
Yeah.
Why can't you just let
Who
people enjoy
who
things?
cares if they've actually ever watched the property?
Oh my
It
God.
doesn't it doesn't hurt you if they've never you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It
if
does
anything,
nothing
it
to
hurts
you.
them because they spent the money to, like, do all of this to garner attention, in
Mm-hmm.
which case, yeah, why does that hurt you? Why
Yeah.
it
Like
doesn't
what
hurt you?
the thing I never understood is like what the tribalism behind it all, right? Is like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, don't you want more people to enjoy the said thing that you enjoy so you can have more people to talk to in this, specific fandom? Why the hell are you gonna make it toxic for them? You know what I mean?
I think, it goes into, like, what's happening now with
Mm-hmm.
how mainstream, quote, quote, um, anime and stuff like that has become
Yeah.
now, right? And people
Mm-hmm.
are kind of like, "Oh, you guys were the same people who, like, bullied us back in the day, right?"
Yeah.
Um, and I think that's why people get up in arms. It's just like, "Oh man, you guys would have bullied me back in the day for
Yeah.
liking this." In which case, yeah, that sucks. But should you keep that cycle
Mm-hmm.
going? Like,
Right. Right.
who does that help? Like, that
Yeah.
doesn't
I
help
mean,
anyone.
speaking as an old school fan and how, people that were into comics or anime back in the day were never really the cool ones. Um uh I didn't grow up to then be like, okay, now let me bully them back.
Yeah.
like
Why would I
you're
want to do that?
yeah, why would you want to do that? Every time I worked at a convention or every time that I attended a convention, one of the best feelings in the world that Mark brings up is being able to meet new people that are into the same things that you're into, you know?
Mhm.
And yeah, you're going to meet people that know more than you. You're going to meet people that probably has collected way more than you, but that's just greater potential to get further into the fandom that you enjoy. And
Mhm.
I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't understand how people have made this into a girls club or a boys club. Just eh,
Or
interact
just
with
a
each other.
club.
Yeah, or just the club.
Just that's an
It's
opportunity
us
to make a
versus them,
friend.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A person, a confidant, a kindred spirit, what have
Yeah.
you, whatever. Just
Mm-hmm.
find it in that light instead of just like, oh, are you really a fan? Oh, did you
Jesus,
do
man.
this? Have you seen this? Meh,
It
meh, meh.
is
No,
ridiculous.
just
Yeah,
make friends. Be
yeah.
nice.
It reminds me of like it reminds me of college and how like some of the first times I tried to get into the anime club in college and how it felt like there was just this weird barrier of entry.
Really?
Yeah, or at least that's the way it
I
felt to
think you
me.
mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that, and that made me sad because it's just like, what?
Yeah, because there
Like,
would have been there would have been so much potential to kind of like, you know, meet new people and get into new projects, and you know, I knew so many people that were like into the art aspect of it, and there
mhm,
would have been so much potential for collaboration and stuff like that. But then it always felt like, you know, I remember like going to the basement of the university and then the anime club being in there, and then you would walk in and it would just kind of feel like it would kind of feel like, you know, like you were the only person that I knew and everybody else was just kind of huddled away. I was like,
mhm.
you know, why isn't anyone discussing with anybody else? Like, why aren't we chilling or talking about, you know, what is this club is what is the club about, for the love of God?
Thought
Oh
we
my
were
God.
supposed to just talk about nerdy things. Why are we
Yeah,
only
right?
talking about nerdy things? And why does it have to be a thing? It's
Yeah,
tech
like
people and
why does it have to feel so clicky, man? I'm just here to have fun.
yeah. Mhm.
Jesus
That's weird.
Christ. Oh man. But you know, now just like with the stream, we invite everybody in. Let's all enjoy the same things. Let's all talk about the fun stuff and stuff you love, and hell, even stuff you hate. Let's have a disagreement. That's okay too. Oh man. Just like, oh, you know what all right, so I recently, this is really dumb of me because I've been paying for this for a while and I don't know why I just now stumbled across it. But I just found out that I could stream games through my PlayStation Network subscription, right? I was like, holy crap, I
You-
could have been playing all these games.
What do you mean by stream? Like on Twitch?
Oh no, like you can literally stream any game that's within their catalog directly to your PlayStation console.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
so yeah, even if you don't own the game, you can still play the game, which I just now wait, Mark was there? I do remember them all playing League on the computers. Hold
Yeah, Mark
on.
was there.
Mark was there? I know
Mhm.
Mark? Or at the very least
You
I've
might
seen
know
him?
Mark.
I might know Mark? Holy
Yeah.
crap, man. This is blowing my mind. But anyways, yeah, so I just got through so I just discovered that that the I can stream games through the console, And so I started playing, started finally playing through The Last of Us 2. You know how I was
Mhm.
talking about it last stream, and I was like, man, I really like the story of this. So I was like, okay, let me play through this again, just to see maybe if I had like rose tinted glasses the first time I played it through. And good God, is this game fun?
Mhm.
I guess I kind of miss the single player games, and it's been a long time since I played something that wasn't multiplayer or online. But
Mhm.
yeah, man, I missed that gameplay, and I forgot what kind of freaking um gaming masters Naughty Dog was. Jesus Christ, those guys are good. Dude, we have met before. Jesus, man, my memory is so crap. In all honesty, Mark, my memory is shit, and I'm pretty sure I had gone into that room once or twice, trying to get to know everybody and talk. Felt like such an outsider walking in there. Oh man, have you been playing any games recently?
Um, just just Marvel Rivals with my friend, and
Oh,
then
I
just
saw that
League.
speed paint that you put up. Was that Squirrel Girl?
Yeah,
It was awesome.
thank you.
Anybody get a chance to see it? It's up on Instagram, right?
Yeah,
And
it's up
TikTok.
on. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh yeah, go check it out. It was the holiday skin of Squirrel Girl, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I made some good
It looked
skins.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's cute.
Let's see. Other than that, did you have anything that came up in the last week that caught your attention?
I mean, you've mentioned it. Probably just the Avatar movie and the Avengers leak. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else did you want to talk about?
Let's see. We're about to hit into the 8 o'clock hour, so do you want to go over our top three music?
Sure.
Let's do it, man. All right. I think, let's see, who went first last time? Was it me or was it you?
I think I went last time.
You went last time? All
Hmm.
right, then I'll go ahead and start off this one. Top three, top three. Let me take a look at the doc here. Refresh my memory. All right, so the first musical artist at the top of my list is going to be Tool. Oh man, let's see, Tool. Are you familiar with the band at all?
I know you really like the band. I don't think I've ever listened to any of their music.
Right,
Um, I only ever listen to like the same music over and over again,
right.
since high school. So,
You know,
um,
I'm kind of, I mean, I've been a fan of Tool since like middle school. So yeah, I'm in the same boat where I try to implement new music. Sometimes I'll find new music through like TikTok. Every once in a while, my streaming app will suggest something that I find interesting. Um, but the constant band that has always been on my playlist has been Tool. And I try not to be like one of those annoying Tool fans, like Tool's the best damn band in the world. But for me, they're the best damn band in the world. Only because so let's see, what would I consider their music? They are metal prog rock alternative, I guess you would consider them. Some people say that maybe they're psychedelic rock to a degree, because they do have themes of drugs or altered states in their songs. Um, but I think one of the biggest reasons why I'm such a huge fan is that they have merged art with music, visual art with music in a way that I've always found inspiring since I was a kid, right? So this idea that the guitarist it was like a artist in movies like he was not a concept artist, but he was like a model artist for movies like Jurassic Park or Aliens, right? And so he worked on all these really cool IPs, and then he goes off and he creates a band with Maynard James Keenan, who at the time was, kind of like in the LA scene, working with small bands here and there. But the artwork that they create for their music is just absolute cinema, right? They tinker with stop motion animation, they tinker with practical effects, and every time you watch one of their videos, it's like a 10-minute movie, and it's amazing. And then they have in a lot of their albums they have a lot of themes. But mind you, this is a band that only has like, man, how many albums do they have now? Let's see. 7 albums now, I think. And they've been around since like the early 90s, maybe around 93, somewhere around there. And I mean, each album has specific artwork. They're just the kind of band that kind of has a phonic sound that I really love, and the way that they incorporate kind of like this. Man, I don't even know if you would call it like gothic imagery. What kind of imagery does Tool have? Like, hmm, like old German clamation mixed with medical spiritual art. If any of that makes any sense. But of course, also with the band, you have to have patience, right? Because we're talking about a lot of their songs zoom past the 5 minute mark. Some songs are 10 to 11 or 10 to 12 minutes. So you're in for like a sonic journey if you're ever going to listen to their music. But because of that, man, like, I've just been a fan of theirs. I don't know how many concerts I've been to of theirs already, and even going to their concerts, dude, it's like going to a insane light show. Like, even whenever you go to their concerts, you don't want to be like in the front row because then you miss everything. You miss the images that are projected onto the stage. You miss the sometimes the costumes that the bandmates themselves wear. You miss the laser light show. You want to be somewhere in the middle or going towards the back just to get the whole thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, gigantic fan of theirs. Gigantic fan of all the themes that they kind of explore in all their music. A lot of times their music is exploring everything from like psychology to spirituality to how a lot of philosophy, strangely enough. And if you end up becoming one of those crazy Tool fans that I may or may not be, there's also you can also explore, or like the more you dig into lyrics and the way the music is put together, you end up learning that a lot of their music is mathematically, um, it's math rock.
Interesting.
Yeah, right. There's some math in there, so you get math, philosophy, spirituality, and if you're a lot of esoteric stuff, if you're into any of that, I highly recommend the band. Um, but yeah, it's not for everyone, especially if you don't like really long intros, you know. I
Yeah,
got.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a rock band,
Yeah, I would call it like a rock metal band.
just surface level.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm into a lot of I don't think I'll turn down genres of music.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can appreciate art as art, you know.
Yeah.
I just don't think I can do rock though, like
Mm-hmm.
rock like that. It's intense and I don't know. I think it's the long drawn out parts that I can't do.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I I can do EDM though, and some of those songs do they just repeat like this one thing, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
they don't go out as long as like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
like I
I
said, it's definitely one of those things where it's like you
think it's an
gotta be
acquired
able to,
taste.
yeah, you gotta be able to really want to explore a song
Hmm.
with them. Like, have you ever listened to like, because I'm also one of those people that there's very little genres that I'm not willing to try out, and then there's a lot of like, um, there's a lot of music that I'm willing to listen to and explore, right? Like I've always been into like world music and if you've ever listened to like have you ever listened to like jazz or anything like that?
Yeah.
Or like improv music?
I don't. I think. I mean, jazz is kind of improvisation,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
but
It kind
that
of
word.
or like hey, I don't know if you've ever gotten a chance to check out like prog rock, which a lot of people claim Tool kind of exists in that category as well, because their music seems to kind of like it'll start off on a specific riff and then they'll just kind of explore the riff and kind of go into different time signatures, right? And
Hmm.
so yeah, it's not for it's not for anybody that's not willing to kind of like sit down with the music for a while. like like
Hmm.
I swear one time one time me and a couple of buddies had a listening party whenever they released their 10,000 Days album. And obviously it's not a short album, and you know we had food and snacks, and of course we got extremely toasted during that run. But it's
Hmm.
kind of one of those bands where you kind of have to you have to enjoy it on that level, right? You gotta you gotta be cool with just chilling out and kind of letting the music bombard you.
Yeah.
But you know, I tend to be into rock and metal because it's just cathartic as all hell to me, and plus I like to
Hmm.
sing it. Like it's one of the I'm one of those in the car singers. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I am gonna be screaming my ever loving heart out if I'm by myself. just to just to get just to get it out of my chest, man.
Yeah.
So what's gonna be your first musical artist or band?
My first musical artist has been a recent um find. I
Mm-hmm.
think the last 5 years uh is going to be Glass Animals. Um, have you heard any of their music? I'm sure you have at some point.
Yeah,
It,
I believe that I have run across a couple of their songs. I'm not terribly familiar with them. And
yeah.
are you a fan of a lot of a huge swath of their discography?
Oh yeah. Like I
Okay.
think when I first found them out, I found them from a TV show. One
Mm-hmm.
of their songs is on the TV show, and I really liked it. It became the hit for that summer. And yeah, I decided to listen to more of their music. The stuff before that, um, what's the word? Album was
Mm-hmm.
okay, but then that album past it has been pretty good. I think whenever I describe their music, I like to ask people if they've ever liked Owl City.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like that, but more
Mm-hmm.
adult.
Okay.
Like
It's like
like if
like
Owl,
fireflies, but more
yeah,
serious themes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, More serious. I think more adult meaning if Owl City was more into doing weed
Nice.
actively. Yeah. That's the vibes that it gives me.
Uh-huh.
And whenever I describe that to people, they're like, "Okay, yeah, I get it."
I can get into that.
Cause their lyrics, like, they do mean something, but
Mm-hmm.
also they kind of feel like they don't. Like, it's just a mishmash of stuff, but if you really pay attention, it kind of like, there's a double entendres and stuff like that, like, double meanings,
Yeah. You
and
got to
maybe
get
it
into the
doesn't mean
vibes of it.
anything. Yeah, like,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's why I kinda like them, and I definitely like the music that they've been coming out with. Um, this last year, they came out with an album last Christmas, and then they came out with a new song just a few months ago.
Okay.
It's a vibe. It's just
Nice.
chill music, you know?
What genre do they usually are
What does
categorized
it
as?
fit under? I have actually no idea what the actual term is, so let me look it up. What they're
Because
actually.
sometimes Spotify will put a
Okay, yeah, that's why I like it. It's indie rock, psychedelic pop, indie pop, or
okay.
electronic rock. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to listen to more of their songs because whenever I was doing the research on like looking up album art, I really like their album art.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But I've only heard the one song from them, which is their most popular one, right? And I haven't had a chance of listening to any of their other stuff. And so usually with a band's most popular song, I usually like to go into Spotify and see what most people are listening to just to get a taste for a band. And I think I'm gonna
Mhm.
do that for them because I haven't had a chance to really dig into them just yet. But I like the
Very
idea of
good
them
one.
being a psychedelic pop band.
Yeah. What's your second one?
So the second one that I like is, let's see, what did I put down? I put down Gorillas for my second one. Um, man, oh man, what can I say about Gorillas? To me, Gorillas is the personification of I'm into a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like there's no every time somebody tries to or if anyone asks me like what's the one song to listen to them um in order to get a feel for the band, it's always very hard for me to suggest anything because how they sound on one album is going to be completely different from how they sound
Yeah,
on the
there's no
next.
one song that
Exactly.
can tell you what they feel like.
There really is no one song. And so a lot of times I'll just be like, yeah, I like this album and I like that album. And you know, maybe if you listen to the B side of this album, you'll probably like this one better.
Mhm.
I mean, because they have so many B sides to songs, and God, man, they are just a hodgepodge kind of a musical entity. And I can only call them a musical entity because technically they're not a real band, right? Technically speaking, they are they're fictional band. They're a fictional band um who releases real music and albums. You
Mhm.
see, you've got the band members, which is Noodle, 2D, Russell, um,
And
crap,
Murdoch.
and Murdoch, right?
Yeah.
And you know, all of these are animated characters, and it was that aspect of the band that first got me into them. You know, I
Mm.
remember seeing Clint Eastwood, the music video for Clint Eastwood, and I was hooked, man. I was absolutely hooked. I loved the style. I loved the song, and just watching the animation. It almost looked like you remember the Flash animation from back in the day, how it looked a little smooth in the
Yeah.
movements, almost
Mhm.
like everything was tweened. And but oh my god, and then it wasn't until later that I realized that Jamie, who's the artist for the band, was also the artist for the Tank Girl comic book, and I was like, that's where I've seen that before, and it just threw me into a whirlwind of like enjoying almost every single album that they released. Probably, um, uh, man, which albums do I like the most? Probably Demon Days and Plastic Beach are probably some of my favorite albums that came from them.
Hmm.
Um, and then whenever you explored their world online, and then have you ever been to their website like back in the early 2000s?
No, I've not.
Oh, dude, it was so cool. And I think it still exists. You might have to find it somewhere. But what was really cool about it is that you would go to their website and it was all kind of like interactive flash animation. So you could explore like their studio, what they called a studio, but it kind of looked like a mad scientist's mansion.
Hmm.
And like the way you would click through this studio, almost like a a flash game. Dang it, what I'm thinking of. What are those games called where you're just kind of clicking through a story, and sometimes you
Point and
can,
point and click.
yeah, kind of like a point and click, and you can click on like an icon or an arrow, or sometimes you would click on a piece of artwork, and you would just explore something on the website that was kind of hidden, and I loved every aspect of it. It was so cool, man. Um,
Hmm.
and you could even find like sound clips from unreleased songs on the website. It was just the creatively speaking, it was genius. It was just absolute genius, and the fact that there's a whole storyline behind the band, and that the bandmates have been morphing and getting older the more and more albums that they release.
Hmm.
What was the most recent album that they came out with? I have a couple of their songs that I listened to on that one as well. They even
Is
did this.
it? Hmm?
Oh no, go ahead.
Is it Cracker Island?
Is it
I
Cracker
think that
Island?
was. I
I don't
think that's the
know.
most recent.
Let me see. You may be right. Honestly, I don't really remember.
Cause I have it
Oh,
as
you
a.
have it? Okay.
I have
So
it as a. What is this thing called? It's not a VHS. Cassette tape.
you you have a cassette tape of it? No
Yeah,
way.
they still sell cassette tapes of
What the
albums,
hell?
which is really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Dude, like yep, Cracker Island is the most recent one. You're right. Have I not heard anything from this one? I think I have.
It's been out for three
Yeah, it's
years.
for about 2, 3 years.
Yeah. I'm sure you've heard something.
Well, I gotta take a look at my list because I can't remember the songs off of the top of my head. Because I listened to this one song, which is technically a remix, and I can't remember the name of the song to save my life. My life. But yeah, they are just one of those bands that merged art with music in such a way, which I'm starting to notice a theme now with with some of my favorite bands. But if you can mix art and music well, then you got me for life. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
I will forever follow. Let's see. Yeah, it's Saturn Bars is one of the songs that I've had on rotation for a while.
Is that on here?
Is that one on Cracker? I don't remember.
No, I think it's on. Oh,
Let me
I don't
see
know.
here.
All of the albums.
Let me go to
There's a
the
lot.
album. Yeah, there's a lot. This one was on the Humans. Oh, this was one of the
Okay.
LPs that they
Yeah.
released. So
Hmm.
maybe I haven't heard anything from Cracker Island just yet. Oh,
Dang.
I got some stuff to explore. Awesome.
Hmm.
I have not heard anything from it yet. Or maybe I have and I just don't know. But yeah, I've been a fan of theirs for a long time. I love following their work. And I, the fact that you have the lead singer to Blur, um, and a comic book artist collaborating to create something like this is just fucking magical to me. So I hope that one day I can catch one of their concerts. I would love to go to one of their concerts if they ever come stateside again. But I think the last time they were stateside, they were in Dallas, and I wasn't able to go. But hopefully, I can catch them. What would be your second?
My second is actually your second. It is also the Gorillas. Yeah. Um.
Sweet man, we're
Yeah.
right
When
here.
Cracker Island released, I
Mm-hmm.
that was all I listened to. It's a really good album. Um. I just there's a few vivid memories I have.
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing my brother listen to it. Um. Their most popular song
Yeah.
in his room,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, that sounds cool. And I remember seeing the music video for it, and that was sick. Like, and then just being intrigued with the idea of this fictional band, and then just looking into their history, like, why these two artists decided to make the band in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know if you've heard why they made the band.
Um, I no, I don't. Well, I probably read it at one point, but I don't remember why they did it.
Because I think they made it as a political statement
Really?
for music.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
Think it was because I don't know, something about musicians not being paid correctly.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that makes
Um
me like them even more.
because the musician for the band
Mm-hmm.
um okay, wait, I just googled it. As a satirical response to manufactured pop and boy bands dominating MTV. Yeah, because, like, the one guy was actually a starting musician, and I guess, it was hard to get into the industry. And
Mm-hmm.
during the time, it was just boy bands that were dominating the industry. So they're like, okay, well, uh, we can do it, but better, but with a fake band, you know? I
Yeah.
think that was it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
it's
dude.
Yeah, and I think it's just their way of being able to explore these different genres because when you're a boy band or you're a pop star, you feel like you're anchored to this genre
Mm-hmm.
and you feel like you can't go out of it because you'll be criticized too
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
For example, like when Taylor Swift does anything different or Katy Perry does anything different, they get like,
They're chastised for it.
they get chewed out,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but I think, oh, well, this isn't actually us, you know. It's an extension of us, so we can just explore what we want to
Mm-hmm.
without taking the brunt of it. And I think that's a cool way of like doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I remember the singer, whenever he was in Blur, that was um that was one of the reasons behind him making the song number 2. I believe that's what it was called. And we've all heard that song, the woohoo da
Hmm.
da 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 and he created that song as kind of like a fu to alternative rock back in the day, right?
Hmm.
And the fact that he was able to do it again, but this time he's going after the entire music industry apparatus is fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Another vivid memory I have is was riding with some friends, and I was picking the music, or they just played my playlist,
Mm-hmm.
and they the Gorillaz came on, and I had a few of songs on there of the Gorillaz and other
Mm-hmm.
bands, and they were like, "Maria, are you a pothead? Do you smoke weed?" And I was like, "No, no. Why does everyone keep asking me this question?" I've been asked that several times.
I
Um,
mean, it kind of makes sense. I
yeah,
am a pot enjoyer and
and
love gorillas.
I was just like, "No," and they're like, "Well, this is the band that's enjoyed by people who typically smoke weed," and I was like, "What?
What? Sid's win. No,
Cool,
I mean,
but
I
no."
gotta get it to a degree. I
But
mean,
that's
they
yeah.
explore so many genres of music. I mean, I consider them like the neurodivergent band. You know what I mean? Like because you're never gonna get bored listening to the Gorillaz discography. Even one
Mhm.
album will jump in around with so many genres that it's insane.
Mhm.
Um, man, oh man, whenever I heard that that was one of your favorite bands, whenever we were making the list, I was like, no shit, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I love them. They're so good. I think um same thing with Glass Animals because
Mm-hmm.
um they they jump to they are one genre,
Right.
but I think just the way that they explore art through this medium
Mm-hmm.
is why I'm drawn to them. They just I don't know. I don't know.
did you see the trailer to what
Their
is
next
it?
album?
No, not their next album. It was a trailer to a movie called Digger.
A movie?
Yeah.
No.
Check this out. Let me I need to pull this up on stream because I need you to hear this because they have a gorilla song on here. But it's not your typical Clint Eastwood or Feel Good Inc., right? So
Mhm.
check this out. You can see if this is also one of a favorite song of mine um from back in the day. Let me pull it up. Here we go. They actually used Old Green World. Whenever I saw that trailer, I was like, what? You know, because you always hear Feel Good Inc. or you'll hear Clint Eastwood, but never do they
Mhm.
bring out like a B side LP out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the film looks interesting. It looks kind of quirky and weird, and it's got Tom Cruise in it, who does not look anything like himself. So I
This
think
one hasn't released yet?
the movie hasn't been released. No, not that I know
Hmm.
of. Let me see. See if it's come out yet. Or has it come out already? Nope. Let's see. It looks like there was a movie back in 2020 called Digger, but it's not the same. Apparently, there's been a couple of them. This one should be coming out. See, Tom Cruise, October of next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's called Digger, a comedy of catastrophic proportions. And the director, I mean, he's had a lot of movies I've enjoyed. He's produced a lot of movies that I've enjoyed, so I'm down for this one. And the fact that he used Gorillaz and a song that I haven't heard in God knows how long, then yeah, he has my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap, Doc Ock is back. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining the stream.
What's your third B?
The third. All right, so the third one kind of follows a theme. It is a band that kind of follows the same line of musical releases that Gorillaz has. So you know how Gorillaz will release full-blown albums, but in between these full-blown albums, a lot of times they'll release like these little they'll release like an LP here and there, or they'll release like a single or a remix of a single. This next band that is called Puscifer does a lot of the same things. So Puscifer is a band that was created by Maynard James Keenan, the lead singer to Tool. He went off and created this other band besides A Perfect Circle. And this band is kind of, I cannot pinpoint the genre of Puscifer in all reality. Let me see what Spotify calls them. Spotify categorizes them as goodness. Do they have a categorization? Holy crap, they may not. I don't know. They're kind of like a psychedelic rock mixed with aspects of hip hop as well as folk and alternative. Goodness. They're a little bit of everything. It's very hard for me to pinpoint what kind of genre there is because they explore a lot of different genres in their music. They also consider themselves kind of like a comedy sketch, where they will release comedy skits alongside of their music. Whenever they release music, it is kind of like if they do a whole album, it's kind of a big deal because a lot of times they'll release singles or B-sides of songs through any kind of digital platform as long as through their website, right? Because I was a huge fan of the lead singer through Tool, I followed him into A Perfect Circle, and then from A Perfect Circle I followed him to Puscifer. And Puscifer was just the reason I chose Puscifer over A Perfect Circle is because even though I do like A Perfect Circle, Puscifer scratches that eclectic musical taste that I have with music. And like I said, like my taste in music can range from, a song that I grabbed from an anime all the way to, like uh classical Colombian folk music. You know what I mean? And granted, like a lot of times, if somebody tries to pinpoint what kind of music I'm into, usually it's usually within the rock metal genre. But if I were to play like my favorite, my liked songs on my playlist, it would get really confusing for a lot of people really quickly. You know what I mean? I think the only genre I really stay away from is country,
Yeah.
or maybe Tejano, because I just can't relate to them, right? But other than that, right? Like Pussifer is just one of those bands where they will release videos and comedy skits and short films alongside their music, and they just merge uh, theatrical art with music art, and the way they mix visual art with their music is just fascinating, right? And so usually it's like I said earlier, if you could mix art with music, I mean, my ears are yours, and they have so many songs that just kind of scratch scratch the back of my brain in the right way, that I've been following them. I think I've seen them in concert at least um twice now, if I'm not mistaken. I think I think Gorillaz is probably the only band that's one of my favorite bands that I haven't seen live yet. Um, and one of these days, I'm gonna I'm gonna catch them. I don't know when, but one of these days I will. Um, but yeah, with Pussifer, if you enjoy, um, honestly, I'm gonna say if you enjoy Gorillaz, I think Pussifer would be right up your alley as well. Because they have that eclectic sound like Gorillaz does.
Okay.
What would be your third and final band?
My third musical artist is a tie.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been Ariana Grande,
Uh-huh.
but it's tied now with Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
Um, so I like them just because their last few albums have been they resonate with me on a on a level. Well, I just like pop music.
Yeah.
And they've been killing the game since
Yeah,
they
they
came out,
have. They
especially
really
Ariana
have been.
Grande, she's been topping the charts ever since. Um, but yeah, their last few albums that have come out have been not just resonating with me. I think they've been doing really well with women in general.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just just looks like everyone's been going through it, and
Yeah. Yeah, I
and
get it.
we're making music from it.
I
But
mean, you
yeah,
look at where we are socially and politically speaking, and yeah, women have been going
yeah.
through it, man.
Uh, but they're so good at what they do, and they're
Mm-hmm.
such great vocal artists. How can you not like
Yeah.
them? Aside from maybe their characteristics, Ariana Grande is a little a little suspicious.
Ever since
She's
her
kind of
wicked,
a
her
little weird.
wicked
No, I
baby.
mean even before that,
Oh,
she's
you're
been
talking
kind of
about
weird.
she went through her what should we call it? Her dark skin phase.
Oh, well, not just that. There's just
uh,
a lot of things that she's done.
oh, you're talking about like whenever she dated the SpongeBob SquarePants actor guy.
No, just there's a ton of things. Like,
Oh crap! I've already
yeah,
listed like three of them, and they're
there's
not the thing.
yeah, that's one of them. But
I mean, I've
but
I've I've always liked Ariana's singing voice. I've always thought that she had amazing singing voice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's been a couple of songs that I've heard from hers that I was a fan of. Um, I can't tell you the name of the songs to save my life, but I've always liked her voice. Sabrina, I, in all honesty, I don't know too much about her outside of what I've seen of performances from her. Um, I do enjoy her embrace of her full embrace of womanhood. I guess that's the best way of me putting it. See, it reminds me of like back in the '90s of "I am woman, hear me roar" type of attitude, and I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't know too much of her music, honestly. I think I know more of Ariana's music than hers.
I recommend it. It's pretty good. She got under quote. People keep trying to find reasons to cancel Sabrina,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is funny.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, what
her
what is there? I haven't really heard anything terribly controversial about her. At least anything that
well,
she's done.
her last album cover,
Mm-hmm.
for Man's Best Friend
Mm-hmm.
got under fire. Um, and it's interesting because people are like, oh, she's totally falling into like, this is toxic, like, portrayal of what women should be doing for men and this and that. And people are just like, it was leaked before the album even got released, and people were like, hold on, you haven't even listened to the album. And two, like,
Uh-huh.
it's obviously a satirical portrayal of what
Oh,
that
I see.
means to be
Yeah.
like man's best friend, right?
Uh-huh.
Um,
People just took it in
yeah.
the wrong way.
Yeah, they took it and ran with it in the wrong way. Um,
Oh, so she was being more satirical, and people, for some reason, satirizing anything is lost on individuals.
people just don't like jokes.
They just don't like
or
jokes, man.
even or even like seeing the like and that's the funny thing, right, with the
Mm-hmm.
internet, things being taken out of context. And
Oh
that's
yeah.
basically like they want to say that, oh, you took that out of context, da 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 da, right?
Uh-huh.
But
Mm-hmm.
that's what they did with her album cover. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't even see the context. The album isn't even out yet. Like, you haven't listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Oh my god. Yeah, I think pretty much all subtlety has been lost on the internet. Any
no,
kind of understanding of sarcasm or satire.
exactly.
people people have no media literacy nowadays, man. So like you do anything satirical, and people, it'll get lost on individuals so quickly. It's not even
Mhm.
funny. So they tried canceling her a number of times for it, yeah?
They have, yeah. They tried
Jesus.
canceling her for when her album did come out, uh AI images got released of like merchandise and stickers,
Oh
and
god.
they were trying to say that she did it or her PR team did it,
Mm-hmm.
and someone else had to say like a fan made this. Like, her team didn't even make this, she didn't make this. Like,
Uh-huh.
can we stop trying to cancel Sabrina Carpenter?
Oh my god, man.
Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, that's the thing. Like you
Hmm.
said, the internet likes to take things at face value. They don't like to do the research on
Yeah.
what they're actually seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I've learned, like, because like how you were saying, you don't like to take your news of world events or just anything really from TikTok, right? Like,
Yeah.
I heard something on TikTok and I was like, oh no, that can't be true.
Yeah.
And then, but I was just like, but wait a minute, let me do my research. So I did my research and found out it wasn't even wasn't even real. It can't be real
Oh
because
god.
the thing doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
just like, that was a lesson for me to like, oh man, I should have known, don't
Yeah,
Don't
get
take
those extra
anything at face
sources,
value.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do a little legwork. Like it doesn't take that long to find the truth.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, that's to say, um, Ariana Grande has always been cancelable, but I think just because her music, like she's just so good at what she does that
yeah.
she can't be unless she does something horrible, like
Right, right.
completely terrible. Other than the
Hmm.
fact that she steals men who are married. Um,
I mean, it takes the man's prerogative to get into it too, man. It's not
that's true.
it's
Yeah,
not like
like it's not
she
just
can,
her,
yeah,
right?
bewitch people. Come on now.
It takes two to tango. Yeah,
Exactly. It's like God, like these guys, they fall into it too. Like you're
yeah.
it's not just one
But
person's
yeah,
decision. And I
but she's done a few things that are cancelable, and Sabrina Carpenter is still staying strong, and they're both really good artists. I recommend them.
yeah, I always found it interesting how like and I noticed that with Sabrina and Ariana Grande, they both embrace their femininity and their sexuality. And I find that a lot of times whenever you have the anybody who's famous or musical artists who do this, they get backlash right away, right? Like anybody who's
Mhm.
trying to find any reason whatsoever to kind of browbeat them. But that's usually what I tend to like about artists, whenever you can um just be okay with, you know just be okay with being uh um a sex positive woman. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
like I don't know why society's always trying to beat that down constantly. And I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. I tend to, like I said, I've always enjoyed Ariana's voice. Um, I need to listen to Sabrina Carpenter's music. The only exposure that I've had to her music has been through Fortnite because she has some
Oh yeah,
albums and a skin in that
she's
game.
on there. Yeah.
So that's the only music I've been exposed to through for her.
Huh.
I usually depend on the women in my life to expose me to pop artists since I normally don't listen to pop very often. So
That's funny.
it's like I mean, like I said with Ariana Grande, it was because my SO listens to her a lot. So I was able to get into a number of their songs. And like I you know I've listened, I don't know, I whenever I was younger, the only reason I knew about boy bands was because of my sister. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like I require some assistance with music. But I never discriminate against the music either. Like if I hear something that I like, I hear something that I like. If it tickles the back of my head, that's all that matters. I don't get
Exactly.
too snobby or discriminatory towards it. I think it's weird that some people just like, I don't know, man. Like some people get real cagey about their music and they get real, they gotta stay in whatever genre and all that crap. And then, with me, it's always kind of been like, no, man, I'm kind of into whatever sounds good to me. Like
Mhm.
sometimes I'll get made in fun of because I get into movie soundtracks a lot. I love movie soundtracks. Sometimes I'll just have a movie soundtrack playing in the background whenever I draw. You know what I mean? And um, I'm a big fan of "Oh Brother Where Art Thou," the movie, and I like the songs from the movie as well. But all the songs in the movie are all bluegrass music, right? And so whenever I hear a Man of Constant Sorrow, I turn that bitch up to 11 because I love that song. And people are like, "Oh, you're listening to bluegrass," and you're like, "Well, no shit, that's cool and all, but I like this song." It's a good damn song, all right. But it just people get weird about genres. They get weird about about music. I never
Mhm.
quite understood it. I'm good with being eclectic with with everything that I listen to. Like I just got through discovering what Mexican funk was. Um and it was all because Spotify suggested a song to me. And I was just like, fuck yeah, dude, this sounds amazing. Do I understand Spanish? No, but I can feel the music, and that's what's important. Like, do you find that there's like a main theme in your music or a main genre in your music, or is it just kind of like, because especially being um being into anime, you get exposed to a lot of world music. um I mean, well, where do you find yourself landing a good majority of the time?
Well, I am not sure. I think what do you mean? Like in terms of like where do I find myself leaning? Like you mean in like
Oh,
genres?
yeah, yeah. And what genre do you usually find yourself in, or is it
Um,
or is it pretty eclectic as well?
eclectic, like I like multiple genres.
Uh huh.
T- I think I like anything upbeat.
Yeah.
Um, obviously growing up as a emo kid, I'll still have my emo
Right.
like
Your emo
more
classics.
indie rock, yeah,
Yeah.
music. Um, not anything hardcore rock. Like old school rock.
No screamo rock or anything like that.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, oh, there's another band I wanted to mention.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting into it. Sleep Token.
Oh
They're
God,
pretty,
yes,
like
Sleep
they're really
Token is
good,
freaking
and
awesome, dude.
yeah, they have some screamo in there. Like
Yeah, there's a
I've
little
listened to
bit.
a few. Yeah, like I can't listen to a full song where it's just screamo.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. But if it's in there, sprinkled in there, like to add to the emotion, I can do that.
In
Sleep
order to
Token's
add
one
some
of them.
texture here and there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. Like their music is pretty it leans towards that like emo type feel.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously there's a lot of emotion going on in their music.
Of course.
Um yeah, I think it depends what I'm feeling, but like I'll listen to them. I listen to some EDM. Um, I listen to a lot of video game music.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my favorite things to listen to, especially while I'm driving. Like,
Yeah.
while you're going down the freeway, listening to Sonic the Hedgehog is the best thing to do.
Right?
Yeah,
Some Mario Kart going down the
yeah.
highway.
It makes the task more enjoyable.
I
But
get it.
um, I yeah, anything just upbeat. If I'm feeling sad, I'll listen to more of my sad music. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can't do country.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, me
I mean,
neither.
I can, but it's not something I would like. Yeah, let's put on some country music. Like,
I just find it there's some music that exists where if I find it hard to relate to, because whenever I'm
yeah,
listening to music, I really do listen. It's weird because I listen to lyrics a lot whenever I'm listening to music. And if the lyrics and the music can be in perfect harmony, I love it, right? And then there's
yeah,
some songs where it's like, okay, I'm mostly listening to this for the musicality of it. The lyrics don't really matter all that much to me, right? And then you have music where the lyrics and the music are just not it for me. And that is pretty much what country music is to me.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where it's like the I can enjoy the musicality sometimes if it like I don't know because there's this new genre within country which is what they call like pop country,
mm,
and it just pretty much sounds like um it pretty much sounds like pop music, but with live instruments. Um, but and it wouldn't be terrible if it wasn't for the lyrics and what they're talking about half the time. Like I just can't relate
Yeah,
to
no,
their
I get
music.
you.
Even though I'm Texas born and raised, I can't sit there and listen to a song about a small town with the truck and all this BS. And like it's a little bit too um it's a little too much to me. Mark is right. There is some like country metal songs.
Is
um
there?
yeah, yeah, and I've heard a couple of those. They're not terrible. um what I forgot what it was. There was this one song, and I forgot who the band was, but they had crap, I can't remember the lead singer to Soundgarden now. Oh my god, this is gonna annoy me. But they had him on there. And I think the song was like heavy as the head with the crown or something to that degree. And it sounded all right. Um but like, oh man, I can't get into like country music like, Rascal Flats or man, I'm trying to think of music that I've heard my SO listen to before. Like my parents back in the day used to listen to like Garth Brooks and stuff like that. I can't. I just can't, man. But I find it's the same thing for me with certain genres of rap, right? I just can't listen to it. Even if it has like a really good beat to it, lyrically speaking, there's just somewhere I'm just like, what the hell are they going on about? And I just can't. It throws me out, right? Um, but if the musicality of the song's good enough, sometimes I can ignore the lyrics. But then there's some like there's I remember, so just as an example, whenever you remember whenever Lady Gaga first came out, and she came out with the song called, what was it? It was something about dancing. I can't
Just
remember.
Dance.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
That's
think that's
her.
what it was
Yeah,
called.
that's her first song.
Yeah, her first song ever, right? And the song came out and it exploded, and you couldn't go anywhere without hearing this song, right? And
Mhm.
I remember I was in the car and the song was on again. I was like, "Oh god, not this song again." And my SO looks at me and she's like, "Why don't you like this song?" And I was like, "Have you ever listened to the lyrics of this thing?" And they were like, "What?" And I was like, "This chick's talking about being in a club, getting so drunk where she blacks out, she doesn't know where she's at, but it's gonna be okay as long as she just dances." And my brain was like, "I just can't, all right?" Don't get me wrong, catchy song and all, but I just can't. But that's what my brain does to me a lot, right? Like sometimes it'll zero in on some lyrics where it's just like, what the hell is happening here? And then sometimes like my brain, if the music is good enough, my brain can kind of block out lyrics. But
Interesting.
it just depends. It really just depends.
For
Oh
me,
man.
so that's interesting that you bring that up because
Mhm.
I really like that song. I love Lady Gaga.
Mhm.
um, I think like I will listen to the lyrics, but if the beat is really good, like I won't really care unless it's talking about a specific genre.
Right.
Um, and it's a specific band, like I won't like the song.
Mhm.
Um, maybe it's just the band because like I won't care about the lyrics
Yeah.
if I like the artist and the music is pretty good. Um, but yeah, it's interesting that the lyrics influence what you listen to.
Yeah, it
Like,
really can. It really can influence how I feel about a song by listening to the lyrics. Like, sometimes Lady Gaga's just one example, but maybe like let's see, let me think of another song. Country music does that to me a lot, where like if the lyrics just make no sense as far as relatability goes, it's like no matter how good the music is, it'll completely turn me off to it.
hmm,
Um the same thing, I experienced the same thing with Christian music.
hmm,
So like for instance, let's say do you know the band Flyleaf?
yeah,
So there was a
I used to listen
very
to them.
yeah, there was a very popular song from them. Um that musically speaking, I guess I should say sonically speaking, right? I ended up really liking the song. And then one day I was listening to the lyrics because I like singing along to my music, and so I'll learn the lyrics sometimes, or I'll follow along. I'll follow along some lyrics that I find online, and so I was listening to the lyrics one day, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is a Christian song." so so then I started looking into a band, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is a Christian band."
Mm-hmm.
And then I started realizing what the lyrics were about, and I was like, "Oh no, oh no, now, now this is ruining the song for me." But it's weird. Like lyrics to songs will do that to me. Like if I listen, if lyrics just like throw me out of the sonic experience, I just kind of yeah, I just kind of drop the song after a while. And I've done that to a couple of songs before, where it's just like I'm listening to it, I enjoy it, and then whenever I look into the lyrics to see what it's talking about, because I think it's important what a song's talking about, or what the subject matter is, or what's the song trying to explore. And if I find if I find that the lyrics throw me off, or the lyrics are talking about something weird, I just can't. I can't,
Mm-hmm.
man. It was one of the reasons why for a little while, like I since I was a kid, my family always listened to Michael Jackson and Jackson 5, right? So I grew up listening to Michael Jackson. And then whenever the allegations were out about him being into CP, it really killed his music for me for a while, because in my mind I think about like, well, why is this person writing these lyrics? What could these lyrics mean? Things like that. Until I ended up realizing that a lot of the allegations towards Michael Jackson were just kind of trumped up based on, people trying to get money from the guy, and that like no real evidence was ever released of him sexualizing children, right? And then I was like, oh, okay, I can enjoy his music again, because it's not about the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like sometimes lyrics and the context behind lyrics can really throw me off. Um, and I've seen that has happened to me quite a few times. Surprisingly. Let's
All
see.
right.
All right. All right, let's take a look at the art and see what we got. It looks like you did an alternate outfit for 2B.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Let's see with my oh crap. Hold on. Let me. Boop. There we go. Let me zoom in a little bit. I don't know if you can see that well, because the color. I got the line work done for this one, but
Mm-hmm.
I think I am going to offline, I think I'm gonna add some color to it
Okay.
because I used kind of more of a brown line art, kind of
Mhm.
what you described a couple of streams back, and because you said that it kind of helps with adding color to it. And I think I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that next time. I'm gonna add some color to this and record it, and then I'll post it up as a speed paint
Okay.
online. But man, your stuff looks freaking awesome. Look at that. I like the outfit. Is that an actual outfit from the game?
It's not from the game. They still make costumes for 2B
Uh huh.
for cosplayers, which
Yeah.
is crazy. That they
She
still
is a
do that.
popular character, man.
Yeah, she's I mean, this looks like actual artwork from the creator, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, they may just very well make new illustrations.
Mm-hmm.
They do that for all sorts of properties.
Yeah, it's
And
true. But
let's see
damn,
when it
that's a good
released.
outfit.
Yeah. I love all her costumes.
Yeah.
They always look really cool. It released in 2017. Oh my gosh. Yeah, since then the creator will or whoever will draw new
Mm-hmm.
outfits for them, and then cosplayers or costume makers will make them.
Yeah.
I just simply Googled one since, I had already finished the
Yeah, the
other
previous
one.
one.
Yeah. And just a different exploration of it. Because the pose, I noticed,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
I'm
I
gonna pull it up
portrayed
again.
it all the way in this drawing. Maybe a little bit better than the last one, but in the pose, it's kind of like a fisheye lens that's
Mm-hmm.
happening
Yeah,
with
yeah, her
this.
her hips kind of like protruding out towards the camera a bit more.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
you can see that the top of her arms like kind of curve a little bit in terms of where the lens is pointing. So it's
Yeah.
very fisheye-y.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to replicate that a little bit more with this drawing. I think I just need a bigger canvas because this one is more, it's a little taller than a square.
Yeah.
But I think making it taller will help
Do you
it
normally
draw
draw in
more.
that aspect ratio so that way it could work better with social media? Because I
Yeah,
tend to find like that it's not quite a square. It's a little bit longer than a square, but I find that works best with like Instagram.
yeah, I always draw in a square.
Mm-hmm.
This is 10 by 10, so it can be easier to post
Right.
on Instagram mainly because that's where I post my
Mm-hmm.
artwork mainly. But yeah, like all of this is squares.
Right.
But
Right.
I think if you're gonna draw on a longer canvas, you can just put the canvas on a square canvas and then just black out the sides so it'd be easier to post it
Yeah.
on
Yeah. I see what you
Instagram.
mean. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's really restrictive to draw on on a 10 by 10. Um, I think yeah. So I think making them taller just helps, especially with this pose.
Yeah, I'm always drawing on like a 8.5 by 11, just your
Okay.
standard paper size.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I just do it out of habit, honestly, and then I end up cropping it for Instagram because
Okay.
they're gonna crop it for me anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's
But
nothing
that
wrong with
looks
that.
awesome, man. I love
Thank
the
you.
way it
Yours
looks,
looks
and
good too.
I
I
like the
like
style of
that.
the sword.
Thanks. I like that you're starting to draw with brown. Um, if it makes it easier, what I do is I draw with black
Mm-hmm.
ink, and then I'll just recolor the lines in brown. Like
Right.
I'll fill the layer with brown, just so the lines are brown
Mm-hmm.
afterwards. Whatever's easier, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
want to try. Well, it's because I want to start practicing coloring more
Hmm.
often. especially since like the last challenges that we've had this year, we've incorporated color, and it's just time for me to challenge myself more with different type of coloring styles, um, or I may just save this drawing for whenever we have like an art challenge where we try different coloring styles or different art styles, right? And put it in that way. Cause I
Mhm.
just I want to get better at coloring. I've avoided it for too long, and I need to start putting in the work.
That's a good challenge. That's a
Right?
good yeah, that's a good milestone. I think if I had to set a milestone for myself in the stream,
Mm-hmm.
it would be better character poses, um or character artwork just cuz that's what I excel at is fan art.
Right.
Um so better character poses. Uh the only other thing would be drawing backgrounds, which I don't
Oh yeah.
know if we'll be able to
I mean,
explore that in a
yeah.
2-hour
Right, in a
span.
2 hour. Well, I mean, it may be something that we can expand across a couple of streams. Because
Yeah.
I like the idea of being able to um I like the idea of being able to bring something over to another stream so that we can fine tune whether that be backgrounds or colors or the figure itself. Not only because
Mm.
I'm just a slow artist, but I think it gives us an opportunity to kind of like um show the process a little bit more. And
Mm.
if we got to extend things past just one stream, I've got no problem with it. It comes down to chat. If you want to see more of the creation process, let us know.
Yeah. Or
Cause
what you want to see, cuz
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna try to post a poll um on Instagram. It's probably just gonna have to be on Instagram, only because the that's the only platform that I know where you can post a poll. And I've been talking with Lily on like different platforms where we can post polls for you guys. Um, and then Lily can share it on her socials as well. And you guys can give us an idea on what our next art challenge should be. We'll put a couple of art challenges that we have in mind in the poll, and you could just vote and give us your suggestions. So keep an eye out on Instagram for that coming soon.
but anyways, guys, I think that should be it for this stream. This is where we're gonna send off. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to join us for the stream during this holiday season. Um, you can find Esso on all of his platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Threads. Everything's gonna be down below. At You can find him at Esso Art Studio. You can find me on the same platforms as well at Lily Lilac Draws. We're going to be posting our speed paints of these pieces up during the week. Um, if you'd like to check out our coffee page for this studio, please do that. More exciting things to come for that soon, especially during the new year. But anyways, thanks for unwinding with us, you guys. And remember, be creative.
See you guys.
Bye.